smash them out. Everybody do it. Let's go.
Everybody's spots should be filling.
They should be.
Right?
They should be. That's what I'm hoping for too.
I know.
They were coming last weekend, so hopefully the rest of them have moved in. Should be there. What's up, baby? Starting to get the wind here. Starting to get the wind, morning wind. We're what, 20 minutes out from launch. Got a long drive ahead. Hopefully they're there. Hopefully they're there. They better be there.
To be honest, we're gonna probably have to make a pretty big run to start to try to get to the spot that we wanted. I think later in the day it kind of might blow us out a little bit. So we'll make the run, we'll check there. If they're there, we'll spend a decent amount of time there. And then kind of work through a couple areas afterwards, spend a little bit of time in 2 or 3 other areas. We still have a pretty good shallow bite going, but we also found a couple deeper spots that we might try to hit later in the day.
Did you get out pre-fishing?
Yeah, we did.
How do you feel?
Probably better than last time. Fish are still like scattered, but we'll see.
He crawled.
Jump. Come on, how old are you?
Pretty old, Jay. Maybe the oldest guy in this boat right now.
I think you are. Yeah, no, you are.
Going into the second event, I could feel that Kenny was definitely not overly happy with the results they had at a Penetang. But again, going back, fishing with someone who's a little green, doesn't have the same experience as the other teams, even though together they're working on building, the trust and the understanding of their team throughout the season, it was going to come, and it was going to come in form of Brad contributing and just them kind of vibing together and making it happen.
Yep.
Oh, that's a big.
Go to the front.
Nope, you're still here.
Oh, B.
Snap the net. Well, that was a shit show. This will be an interesting day.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be fun now. The one thing I did learn on how to net, which I thought you just put the net in the water, it's very simple, but it's not. He taught me how to bring the fish to him, the same as when he would bring it to me if I was netting. And he went to do the big scoop, and next thing you know, he's just about going in the water because the net did snap off. Fish swam around a little bit, and then he netted a totally different, and that's how we had to net for the rest of the day, with no handle. And it worked out because we just adapted, but it was quite comical. Here, let me get the net.
Oh, baby!
This is gonna be interesting.
Bring him up. Here he comes. 1, 2, 3. Off.
I haven't watched a video on how to net like that though. That's a new way of doing it for sure.
Georgian Bay is a beast. You can catch them any way you want out there. You just got to find the proper fish to do so. Fishing against the sticks that we do have in our series, you got to kind of shoot for a 25-pound bag every tournament. It may not ever happen. You might end up sitting around 22, 23 pounds, 21 pounds, whatever. But you got to shoot high out here because the quality is out here and the guys are going to catch them.
Real talkative bunch, eh?
Oh yeah, we're talkative as hell. Yeah. Go ahead, talk to the camera there, Baba Zoomy. There's certain areas in Georgian Bay where certain sticks are gonna perform a lot better. We have Perry Sound, Point of Barrow. Guys are running to Collingwood. There's big fish all throughout this lake. And I think the biggest strategy in this series is just time on the water. Whether it be in a certain particular area, I just think if you have a lot of time or able to get a lot of time on the water and kind of know what those fish are going to be doing, how they're reacting to certain baits, I think that's more key than areas, realistically. I think if you can find those fish after you know how they're going to react to certain baits, you're going to be a lot more productive in the better areas that you know that hold good fish. But yeah, our strategy was just going out, catching as many fish as we can, and just weeding through.
Net?
Yep.
I want to see your line. Where are you? Okay.
Pike. Dang it!
Got your line?
No, I just thought I had a good one. Swing and a miss. G-Bay is not an easy lake to learn on, that's for sure. It's been a big learning curve for him. Normally I'm a little bit more high-strung while I'm out here, but can't be because he don't know no better. Now, if it was the other boys, we'd have some issues. Nah, I'm just kidding. No, it's been good. Good seeing him catch a big one today, so. Yeah. Yeah, you do.
Yeah, he's good. This is a good one.
That's a good one. Keep him away from the trolling motor. Hurry up, get up here, get up here. Reel.
Come on, baby. Come on.
Just keep tension on just like that.
Yeah.
So I'm fighting. Not too hard, not too hard.
Yep.
But the rod did the work.
Yep.
Just lift. Yeah.
him.
Wasn't hooked by much.
No, he was not.
He was not hooked by much.
Might be close to 4.
Nice. Dar says a 4-pounder.
Nice.
Well, we've had quite a few bites, just chipping away at it, just slowly upgrading through the day. Looking for one big bite will really help us out. Like the fish is not great, but
the scenery is beautiful.
it's beautiful. Yeah,
Right?
yeah. That's what we're here for, right?
Right?
Going from Penetang to our second event in Vic Harbor, the water temperature really increased drastically over a couple of weeks. I mean, it was hot, hot. And for a team like Jay and Dars, I mean, yeah, running from Vic Harbor, running north where they're gonna be headed, it does take a little bit more time, but the way it had set up for these guys going into the second event in Vic Harbor, everything was warmer, water temperature was warmer, and those fish started setting up a little bit more in their summer areas, which falls right into place with Jay and Dars in the style they fish.
Need a couple more bites.
Nah, man. No more bites. Had enough bites. One of them there. I don't know. That was one there. But... Oh yeah, there's one. Yeah. Okay, you harder, right? You can go.
Not moving much, eh?
No.
Or at all.
Oh no, it's one. Look at. Dude, look at. Oh, they're there. On, yeah.
Oh, I hate that this is on a net.
Is it a good one?
Looks pretty good, yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Pretty good, yeah. Kind of like cartwheeling when he jumps, so it's hard to see. I don't know.
You're good on that side? Yeah. Yeah.
Huh. So. Scale them up and see. Quick wait. These are like inland seas that you're fishing. And I think Georgian Bay is different in that it's just endless, limitless spots, structure, shoals. It's like 3.7. Not gonna help. Come on. We'll oftentimes kind of break it up into zones where we think that we can have success, and hey, we'll start where we think we have our best odds. We'll fish a few spots in that area or in that zone, and if it's not happening, oftentimes we'll pick up and move pretty far away into another sort of area where hopefully the fish are doing something a little bit different, or they're maybe a little more active.
I just don't think there's that many here. And the ones that are here, they're hard to get to bites.
They're hard to catch, yeah.
So thinking we go to a different zone, sometimes when we switch zones, the fish are more eager to eat. I don't know. I wish I knew why. I have no clue. I don't know. It changes day to day. And what you think you know, you don't know squat the next day, right? The fish move, the weather changes. It's tough to make it to some of the spots that, maybe you found in pre-fish, or where you want to go, you can't always go. That's a problem, but so you got to adapt. You got to roll with the punches and do what you got to do.
Man run, Vince.
That was a little...
think about Trav and Mike and where they typically fish, these guys were gonna have to run further. I mean, you're talking an hour and a half just to get to those zones and hope that those fish are there for them. They took us in areas of Georgian Bay that I don't think people have actually been. They fish crazy water with just 6 slabs of rock, and like the scenery you couldn't even duplicate on any other lake. But these guys are so familiar with this area now, only after 2 years, that they knew where they were running to, and they were prepared to take the chance of completely zeroing and catching nothing.
When we saw the schedule last year, we never fished past here, so we said, well, it's in Point of Barrel, we better get up there and try it out. And I think we were lucky enough to stumble across something when we first made the run out there that it was nothing like we've seen in this side of the lake, to be honest with you. So we thought, you know what, for our chances for us to make that run up there, it makes sense because it gives us an opportunity to play and, you know, compete with the big guys.
So after the hour and a half, hour and 45-minute run, they got to their area, and these guys immediately started just pounding fish, fish after fish after fish.
I would assume, and I don't know, and I'm not gonna ask you guys, but I'm assuming that we're one of the furthest runs that anyone made. So we went out there and it was crazy wind and chop, and we're out there just getting smoked around, and some areas were cast after cast after cast. We get doubles, and you could just, without moving much, it's just everything. But every time you get it and it jumps and you see it's not the one, you almost feel like you just want to get it in as quick as you can to try to get the next one.
You can continue to pound those areas, but once you get on a wolf pack like that and those fish are all the same size, you're fishing for the wrong size of fish. 3.5 is not going to cut it against this field, and they knew that, so they caught as many as they could, and it just convinced them that that was not the right size of fish they were looking for, so they adjusted and they ran back south.
Eventually we looked at each other and we had to try and pull the plug on it. We kind of like to leave the fish to find fish, but we could have stayed there all day and maybe got 1 or 2 that we needed, but it just didn't look like it was going to happen. And we kind of looked at each other and we're like, I'd feel better to make the run and not catch another fish today than to stay here, beat up on these fish and not upgrade and feel like you should have made that move. There, that might help. Okay.
Chaos. We're both pretty level guys. I'd say I'm a little more tempery than Mike. He's a teacher, he's a little more level-headed than I. So it seems to even out each other. And you know, in working, you learn certain things, right? I'm more of a fast worker with my baits or whatever. I can see him, he can really take it down slow and low and be calm on that aspect. And I've seen it pay out, like certain things in the shallow. I've seen him hook a fish, come off, and he says, I can get this fish to bite if he turns around. And I'm like, no, there's no way you're gonna do that. Fish turns around, he catches it. Like certain things like that, you learn and you say, wow, even though we're in the same boat, we fished together for a couple of years, you can still learn stuff every time out.
I don't think he's big.
Netter? Here, I got it.
I got it. He's not gonna help us. I don't think so. Sometimes you look back on a day and you second guess, like in hindsight, I would have done this or I would have done that. But based on the pre-fish and like history that we've had in some of these spots, it would have been silly of us not to at least check it out. And again, the numbers were there, it just wasn't the quality, but we can't really have regrets about it, right? When you go there and you catch a ton of fish, it just wasn't the right ones. So for the classic standings, we're feeling a little bit better after today. The first one, again, all the bigs were small and we ended up on that lower half as far as the points go. So a little bit of pressure to kind of this one and the next one do something a little bit better, right? So getting a top 10 and just knowing that it's cumulative points going forward, right? We think if we have just a decent tournament in general, we should make it, but Yeah, we're always trying to do as best we can every tournament. I wouldn't say like the pressure's off, because again, you always want to do the best you can every tournament, but as far as the actual qualification of the Classic, it feels like a little bit of relief.
It's just one of those days we were seeing some fish in our first couple spots there. Those fish seemed to be a lot more active than some of our later day fish. But yeah, it was a grinder. We did a lot of bouncing around. Yeah, it couldn't really put our finger on a good pattern, I guess you'd say. So it just wasn't our day. Stayed in the top 10. Still in contention for the Classic. So ultimately, again, that's the goal, is to make the Classic. You can't compete for it if you don't make it. So when you have those rough days, you try and grind it out to at least keep some bit of consistency. And I mean, if there's consistent, we're doing it, because 10th and 1919. So
Yeah.
that's getting old real quick here.
How do you guys feel about where you're sitting in points right now, going into the next event?
Not great, but not the worst.
Yeah, even that middle ground.
Yeah.
Hey, I feel like where we are in points, like we gotta basically come up with like a win or a second place to be like in any kind of conversation. And hey, admittedly, I haven't like checked it out after this event. I know we're kind of about where we are, but I think there's a couple guys that have had a couple strong finishes and are more in contention for any team of the year stuff than us, realistically, right? Yeah. We both recognize that this is just like a passion of both of ours, fishing for bass. And hey, if we win, that is like beyond great. If we lose, that's less great, certainly, but it's still like fine. You know what I mean? Like the sun's gonna rise the next day either way, right? And hey, hopefully we're just always kind of focused on like being competitive, being in the mix, if we're a bite away. But I want one of those damn trophies. I want the hardware. You can keep the money. I want the trophy. I don't even have a mantle at home, but I'll build one if I get one of those trophies.